Hey, Meg.
Hey!
Welcome
I didn't see you there.
Welcome to Pod 3.
Pod 3.
What's our topic today?
We don't have one. All I can hear is my booger whistle. You really can't hear it.
I just assumed it was one of your new whistle tips.
Whoop whoop!
Yeah. So I'll say, and we have 3 cameras going, and all of them are working this time, so sorry about the last issue. So you can look at yours, you can look at that one. If you lean over, you can look at mine, but yours has autofocus going, so don't fudge around too much.
Okay.
So I will say, our last one, Megan wasn't thrilled with it. She thought I was a little too business, and I relayed that I was just wanting to download and make sure everybody was up to speed before we start getting too heavy with you guys. Additionally, when I'm setting up all this stuff, and then I felt a little frazzled. We were in Charlotte at your place. I didn't have all my things and such, and so maybe I was a little intense. So as we progress, it's going to get a little more candid.
Yeah.
And that's what you're looking for.
Yeah. Because we're just hanging out.
Just hanging out.
Yeah.
And you guys are hanging... Oh. Okay.
That's sweet.
So on that note, today's topic is...
Can you guys see our dog? And our dog?
No, they can't.
Oh, farts. Sorry. I'll show you later.
So what's today's topic?
We don't have one.
That's right, we're just rolling with it. Because today's topic is control and how we do not have it.
You are going to go with that.
About just going with the flow, guys, and that's today's topic. To catch you up to speed on what's happened as of late from our last podcast, we've done it, we're not consistent yet, but we're not...
Pod?
Yeah. Timing-wise, like when we do them.
Oh, like when they're released?
Yeah. Or like when we record them. So if you watched our last pod, you know we're looking for a space. And she's moving in from Charlotte to Atlanta, where we currently are. I'm actually at my roommate's house, Taylor and Jess. They're great. They're downstairs, like...
Sweetie cute.
Right
tooties.
below the ground right now.
Yeah.
But I've been here for a year and a half, I assume, since COVID. But now we're moving.
Yeah.
It's been great. But...
Yeah.
Since we've last... divulged information about our hunt. We've toured a couple spaces. We've looked at places. We've made phone calls. I've been disappointed, and I've also sounded pretty crazy.
Not that crazy.
Not that crazy because
just felt crazy. Probably.
Well, because I was trying to walk the line of too much control, trying to just like get what I want to happen, and just versus just going with the flow and acknowledging like it's going to happen exactly how it's supposed to. Things are always working out for me.
Which usually in the middle of that, you'll just randomly go, you know what? This feels like I'm trying too hard.
I don't want to try too hard.
I quit.
Yeah.
Not like you quit, but you're just like... breathe.
And that's where we're at today, guys. We just left the gym, had a great workout. And I got Meg to drink a pre-workout called...
Ape shit.
Yeah.
Do I tell?
Yeah, we're far away. We know you did, right?
It's called that for a reason.
So she's not so used to the pre-workouts.
I'm like 3 sips in, and I'm like, gotta go to the toilet immediately.
Yeah, but it's the One Life here in Noonan. It is really fantastic facilities.
Yeah.
It's a nice gym.
Yeah, deluxe.
Deluxe.
I had a great time in there.
I'm pretty sure it's their premier gym.
It is?
The premier club, yeah. It's very nice. They have a movie room.
What? Really?
Yeah. I signed her up.
That's what
it's our latest sponsor. Sponsored by One Life.
Yeah, like, I got a membership. You're like, you don't look like you're getting any fitter. I'm just going to watch the movies.
Yeah, well, you can walk and watch.
Walk and watch.
Yeah, they don't want you running in there, though, because then you too much noise.
Oh, yeah, I don't want to miss your walk and watch class.
Yeah, I'm trying to get my steps in. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to walk my way to fitness. Yeah.
That's
Fitting
so
this
funny.
big old belly through the door is what I'm trying to do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You're getting all trimmed up.
Yeah, I haven't drank beer in about 2 weeks.
Same.
I could tell. Just kidding.
Oh, yeah, did I finish this story? Oh, yeah, I did.
I think you
went to
did,
the bathroom.
yeah.
I don't have to go into
go
detail. If you guys just DM us if you want to.
Yeah.
But,
Just proceed the text with TMI, please.
Yeah.
All right, guys, and tune in next week.
Well, I think keep running talking about the
well,
ape shit, and then I'm like, people don't want to know.
Whatever.
That.
It was a great workout, and I
yeah.
like pre-workout when I go and when I'm in routine.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a hoot. Turns into a freaking cartoon show for me in the gym. I'm making silly videos and whatever. I got Meg to do a boomerang with me today, so I was pretty stoked about that.
Yeah.
I'll put it right over here in this corner for you to see. Updating equally, we're going to New York this weekend.
Oh yeah, for a
Pete
wedding.
Benelli's wedding. He's marrying the love of his life in Long Island, where he's from. I can't wait to meet Mama Ro, his mother.
Yeah, I've never been.
You've never met Pete?
And I've never met Pete.
Yeah, he's a sweet guy.
Fiance.
He is a macho man, Randy Savage of an individual. And he was actually with me when I blew my brains open and I broke my skull. He scooped me off the ground as I was having seizures. Thanks, Pete.
Real pal.
We're going to go to the wedding and keep up with him, and that'd be great. He's got the bar open till 4 a.m.
Gonna be a time.
If that tells you anything about Pete.
I'm excited.
Yeah, it's going to be cold, but it'll be great. I'm bringing the kids.
Ryder's just licking his bed. These schnozberries taste like schnozberries.
Well, so when you go into a podcast without a topic...
Oh, this is what you get?
This is what you get. A lot of rambling. What else you want to talk about, girl? Oh, this just in. My toenails came. She's going to tune me up with that later.
Yeah. Continue the update on the space. So it was kind of a roller coaster.
It was a roller coaster. Well, and we're still on it. And this is... I can't assume that, every, I work for little W's and big W's. Little wins, big wins. And I feel like we had a few little wins and a few big wins.
Yeah.
And it's just even getting on the same page with Tim, my brother, who has graciously decided to go into this little venture of ours together. He has the background in commercial real estate, and so I would be an idiot to not involve him in this purchase.
Yeah. And
in this hunt. And originally I had just wanted his experience and insight, and then, I understand when I describe things, it's coming from my perspective and understanding, which sounds crazy sometimes. Maybe I'm a little too... Maybe that accident that Pete scooped me off the ground affected me a little more than I care to admit. Either way.
The dyslexia is real.
Dyslexic is super real. Yeah, but we
No, you just... I think you do a great job downloading. You just have a lot of, passion, so sometimes it takes... Well, I'll speak for myself. It takes me a while to, catch up to all of the things that you're saying and downloading.
Yeah, and she's helping me slow down.
Yeah.
And working on that patience piece to just...
He's doing a great job.
Slow and steady wins the race, they say.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But, a couple of properties that we thought were really awesome ended up being already taken, and anybody that's searched for real estate and been looking for the right home or whatever you want to consider, there's valleys and then there's hills and sometimes mountains to climb, so we're kind of in the mix of it.
And it's not over till it's over.
It's not over until it's over.
Yeah.
Our intention being that, assume that we're doing, this is just one of expression of what it is we're doing right now. For you, for me, something we're doing together.
Yeah. The
space itself will hopefully lend itself to a creative atmosphere, and what we want to turn that into, I think, is pretty exciting.
Yeah.
And I can speak 1,000 different things and sound kooky and crazy, and but you guys are just going to have to wait and see.
Okay? Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we're not controlling anything.
We're not controlling it at all.
We're just going with the flow.
Tim's in control. We'll just
But if you have any money, maybe call us.
Yeah, what's up? But it will be interesting to see where we land in that, and then what develops from it. And like I said, I've been here in Noonan, which is a lovely place, and it's developing quickly around us. Taylor and Jess's place is amazing. But it is time for me to move on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even that, you've been patient and all of that.
Yeah. Just kind of letting it when the time's right.
Yeah.
Because getting closer to the city is going to be great, because I have a lot of great friends there that I want to be closer to. Mm-hmm. And equally the way that my business is developing, I think there's a lot of opportunity. Just time to expand.
Yeah. When you were just talking, it made me think of something. Give me a second. I'm having a brain fart.
Even after the ape shit? Oh.
I mean, that's pretty clear now.
And we're back for the second half.
Hive.
Second
hive. Tune hive.
So Meg brought up a good question on the break, and it was explaining what everything is always working out for me means.
Yeah, because you say that often. You
I
write it down daily.
Often, and I write it down daily. So every morning I write things to do that day. I don't need to do all of them necessarily, but if I can, I'd like to, and it just helps me be concise. And before I write any of that, I write, everything is always working out for me, because it is. And that's not just specific to me. It is everyone. And so people can be in a situation and say, well, let me tell you, XYZ. It's like, I'm not disagreeing that things may be unpleasant at times, but
it really is working out for you.
And sometimes it's timing.
Perspective. Is a magical thing.
Mm-hmm.
That's the big piece of it.
That's the biggest piece. And so it's just, as we do anything, and it can relate to anything.
Yeah.
Everything is working out. So if we don't get a property, if we do, if I move, if I don't, if you come here, if you do not, if we work out, or if we do not.
Mm-hmm.
Ultimately.
TBD.
Sorry, running nose. That is the outlook I try to have. So it gives me peace to know that God's got the whole world in his hands. Mm-hmm. So what am I trying to do to influence and control something that's just like... The only thing I can control is my reaction to something and how I want to feel. It's my feelings, my emotions, and so whatever comes, it's just, that's all I got. And it's it's a powerful tool to use.
How'd you get to that place?
Oh, let me tell you.
I have my interviewing hat on.
Jeepers. How did I get to that point in life? Was through several bumps in the road.
Embracing the challenge?
Embracing the challenge that life can bring.
Not being a victim? How do you not be a victim? Oh man, now the questions are going to be rolling.
Well, let me just spin it back to you. Coming in live from the seat right next to me. So what is it to not be... explain that. What is it when people identify in a victimhood? And then what is it to... the opposite? What is it to just be like, all right, I decide I'm not a victim. It is my choice how I respond to whatever's coming at me. And I can either be the victim or...
Yeah. Well, I think we should... continue with the perspective piece because that plays into it, right? Mm-hmm. So keep going. Were you in the middle of answering that?
Oh, I was just gonna go over all the bumps in the road that brought me to where I am now from a context standpoint, but as a perspective and experience piece, like what? What was the question? So what do you want me to speak to? Victimhood? Perspective? Deciding and choosing how we're going to react? Pick one and I can riff on it.
Perspective. Let's keep going with perspective.
They're all the same. It's just from a different perspective.
Sorry guys, we're all hopped up on ape shit.
So much ape shit. Alright, let's do some push-ups. Maybe we should have had a little wine with this one. Slow it down a little bit. Yeah, my watch thinks I'm still working out right now.
Is it? Oh my gosh. Well, we took that, and then Sam doesn't bring a water to the gym. He just walks in with a Starbucks tea, a giant iced tea.
Unsweet.
I'm like, so you're just gonna wash down your ape shit with a giant iced tea the whole time you work?
Please with the language a little bit.
Oh, sorry. Can't we bleep it?
Yeah, we can.
Okay.
Yeah.
I am sorry.
But back to perspective, Mom. Jeez.
Oh yeah.
Really derailed this topic.
I do feel amped.
Well, and I think that's something that we'll always come back to is the idea of perspective and how it relates to all things and how ultimately everything is your decision, that the only thing you can change and choose is how you react to something, and that is perspective. That is, if you're identifying the victim, it's like, oh, why did this happen to me? It's like, no, it's happening to everybody. You don't need to justify and give all these qualifiers for how busy you are, how tired you are, how you have this, that, and the other. Like, we all do. Yeah. The second you start saying anything, that's your gripe, that's your moan, that's your bitch excuse.
Yeah.
Perspective is how you let that go, realize we're all in the same freaking boat together.
Yeah, and just once you grasp how powerful your mind is, like, I think that's a big piece of the perspective shift, is understanding.
Giving yourself more credit.
Yeah.
Well, and as this podcast continues, we're going to be learning how to dialogue with each other more, because communication is really important.
We've come a really long way.
We have really come quite a far way.
Yeah.
We've been communicating for some odd 15 years. No, longer than that.
Oh, man, the math.
But in this new dynamic, it's gotten a little hairy at times, and through that, we've grown.
Yeah.
But given that it's just podcast 3, we can't spill all the beans now, guys. And so I think, I can only assume it's probably been 20 minutes. Is this good? Put a little button in it? Do we have you guys want more?
They're like, not really. What's this about?
It's a conversation. But really,
maybe we take a tea and pour a little wine. I do think I need to balance out a little because my arms feel like shaky. I mean, it's a pretty solid pump on, but like,
okay,
I feel like a little jittery.
All right, we're gonna take a pauser and come back in 30. And then we'll. It's 4:20. It's not. It's actually later in the day, but. All right, we'll be back. Give me a clap. All right, guys, we did not wait until later.
But we did dress up.
We did. We're just jumping right back into it because I actually have to pack for our trip tomorrow.
Yeah.
And I looked and we talked for 30 minutes, although we probably spoke very quickly. So cheers to Pod 3.
Yeah. Pod 3.
Thanks for sticking around.
Yeah, thanks for sticking around, guys. The idea is to jump... Do caca?
No, that's good. I just had that sore on my tongue.
Oh, okay.
Don't get distracted. We're back in. Finish this out, please.
Okay. As time goes on and we continue the podcasting, we'd like to deep dive into topics like that. Like,
the way that I hope that we are able to connect and grow together is how we're trying to relate to the world.
Yeah.
And all the experience that's got us to this point is what we want to share.
Yeah.
And the people we surround ourselves with, hopefully, not hopefully they are pretty similar to how we think too.
Yeah. And so that's like the goal, is to share and live and learn and...
Yeah. And hopefully be mildly entertaining. So this is just Pod 3.
Yeah.
Still working out the kinks.
Yeah. And not having our space yet, that'll be...
The space will be great to have just a dedicated...
beneficial...
Set it and forget it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's why they're kind of quick. That and pre-workout. Make them extra fast.
This pod brought to you by Apeshit.
You can come along. Or you don't have to. We're having fun anyway. But we'd love to have you.
I agree. So,
yeah.
Thanks.
Let's learn lessons together, guys.
Learning's cool. But yeah, see you next time.